Hear ye, hear ye. It's week 15 of the NFL season. You know what that means. That means that if you're watching this show, you likely have something to play for. And you're just wanting a first look to know, okay, this is really important week. Now what can I get? What can I get out of the Swolecast? So that's what we are going to provide. We're going to provide a first look. We're going to congratulate those that need congratulating on their DFS best ball advancement rates. And we're going to take a look at the tiers contest and congratulate ourselves for last week's quick picks as well. This is the week 15 Swolecast, sponsored by Splash Sports.
You gave me static from the Swolecast? I was like, yep, that's me.
I just want you guys to know I'm total dust. I'm the problem.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Leave it to the guy with the crypto dunes, Abby, to not understand content.
I should have known you getting 30 likes was directly written by someone else.
You know me, I don't do a ton of research before the show.
I've put no research into this. Don't know if it's true at all.
You're on the right show.
To it, bro. Live a little.
Live a little.
Just live a little, guys. Wait.
All right. Well,
Don't we have a new intro?
no.
I don't think it was officially approved
It's
yet.
not
I
approved.
have a couple more suggestions.
I
before-
haven't had a chance to watch.
Yeah, you haven't had a chance to look at it, but appreciate though, Pete. You just surprise.
Kitchen.
No, don't kitchen me. You let the cat
It's
out of the bag.
not quite ready for a hard launch, but good eye, Pete. Good eye.
Let me tell you something, Kitchen.
Yeah, do tell me.
If you want to talk about the equity in ruining a surprise versus building anticipation, what I did just has people frothing at them.
Frothing.
What could it even be? A new
All right.
intro? I just got our watch time for future shows boosted by at least 5 to 10%, Kitchen.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you so much for that. And speaking of thanking, we got a lot of people thanking myself on last week's Swolecast show. And again, a man of the people. Some of us have been disconnected by the bright lights of Hollywood. I'm not talking about Kansas City receiver. And people are like, thank you, Kitchen, for just taking 5 seconds to explain why you guys were laughing so much about that joke that happened 4 years ago. And I just want to say I'm here for the people. That's my role here, and I'll never get too big for you. So, Pete, do you have anything to say to that?
No, I had to go and check out the comments after you referenced that. I think there was one person who was earnestly thanking you. And
there's one person that was sarcastic in Bolick. The rest were earnest, and I appreciate that. This is what it's all about.
Davis was on my side that we can't be spending this show explaining every joke, or we'll be here for.
That was 5 seconds.
Every minute on the show is so precious and filled with actionable information.
Yes.
And the time, catching people up, is kind of the deal.
If we're gonna ever hit that 10K milestone, we have to open up the walls a little bit.
A lot of YouTube advice is niche down.
Yeah.
I'm worried we might have niched down too far. I'm worried the niche for this show might have gotten too small.
Sounds like you're on Kitchen's side now. You want to explain every joke.
No.
He is.
There's
He is.
no
His dad
no
now.
reversing.
He's on my side.
There's no reversing. Wow, Bindles must be feeling good today. He must have advanced slightly above expectation for his best ball teams gifting.
Kitchen, do you want to explain to people what the group chat is?
No,
They might not know.
but we have explained.
What? No, there's
Plenty
people who
of
watch
time.
it just hear group chat. They don't know what
Group
it is.
chat is my group chat, and it is a conservative-based group chat. That's
conservative based. Conservative based. Basically, JD Vance would feel uncomfortable with how conservative David Kitchen's group chat is.
Oh, that's not true. That's not true. It's a right-wing group chat, but it's not extremist. It's not racist. But Pete likes to make jokes, and that's why.
Wow, David just called JD Vance racist on this show. That's crazy, dude.
Did you say you guys like the group chat like within your phones is named Turning Point Tennessee?
No, it's not. I'm telling you, the group chat has just been football based. No politics.
Man, I would have loved to have seen the group chat for the Cam Ward Shadur Sanders shootout. There would have been some special moments.
Pritchett is a Cam Ward hater, and he's a former FI co-founder. But the Cam Ward versus Shadur, he hates Cam Ward. He loves Shadur Sanders. So,
well, people do forget. I mean, not to make the show political, but
no, go ahead, Davis. You already have.
There is a very clear right wing connection for Shadur. So there would be a reason, for someone who considers themselves to be a conservative.
Hey, Browns quarterbacks buy shoes too, but this is an inclusive show. We love everybody here. Pete, can you confirm that?
That we love everybody here?
Yeah, it's an inclusive show.
I'd rather niche down and keep some people excluded.
The people that don't make fun of Davis, we love. Davis, congratulations. This is Advancement Day, as people know. I have not put out my stats out there, but I saw that you did, and you did good. You did good. Shaky start to the season, but man, you finished strong.
Not really. Honestly, the best ball stuff was average, but I'm having basically an all-time heater year in the high stakes stuff, including our high stakes team, Dave.
Would you say you kind of backed up the claim that you're a top 25 season-long player in the world?
Let's wait until the money starts to get paid out. But I certainly think that we've gathered some good supporting evidence. I think we still need to be in the lab testing it.
Are you higher or lower than Chad Schrader on that power ranking list?
Chad, man, Chad having a good time.
I log into the Ship Chasing Twitter account, once a week to do a show promo or something, and then there's just always some comment either from him or his acolytes or something in there referencing maybe an old Bill tweet or whatever, but they just keep coming back for more.
I've muted all those people, every single last one of them. I've come around on Guilds though. Guilds,
really?
At least,
what happened?
Guilds, at least, he just kind of has a sense of humor about the whole thing. He's I get it. I'm the grumpy old guy. Yeah. Guilds, I've come around. I've come around on
Kitchen, do you want to explain who Guilds is?
I really don't know who Guilds is. I was hoping that Davis would. Sounds like he's a grumpy old guy, though.
This is how we're going to drill down even harder. We want jokes that not even our co-hosts are aware of.
Exactly. Pete, how was your weekend?
It was a ton of fun. I'm too old to live like I did for 3 nights in a row. But we did a ton of streaming, we did a ton of drinking, and I'm feeling the effects of that today.
My favorite tweet was from John Warner, who said he maybe posted a picture. I don't forget what it was. He posted a picture maybe, and he's like, "Yeah, you're missing out." And I was like, "Whoa!" I didn't think I was. But now I do feel like
my plan was to come on Sunday and surprise you guys. My kid was sick. He was in the hospital, man.
Oh, that's not
so
good.
Yeah. He's fine and ended up being okay. But
people kept asking about you, man. They kept asking about you.
It was unreasonable to leave my wife home alone with a 3-week-old baby anyway. Extra unreasonable to be like, you're good at the hospital, right? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to a fantasy football party.
I would have been mad at you if you did that.
Yeah. It's personal growth, Davis. Pete, they ask about Davis. Did they ask about me?
Kid, I don't think your name was uttered once over the weekend. To be fair, Kitchen, maybe if we were in Tennessee, people would have been wondering, but we were in Davis's neck of the woods, so it actually felt plausible.
I didn't know if anyone said anything about me in a positive light. All right.
I would have remembered, because I've been like, why did you bring up David Kitchen? It would have stood out as such a bizarre question to ask that I would have told you.
Okay. All right. I'm not hurt. You are. Let's move on, though. We have week 15. I don't want to step on any more jokes. So with that being said, let's set the table. for a great playoff week 1 with Mr. OVERZETS Overview.
Got that dog in a butt. Got that dog in a butt. OVERZETS Overview. Come
on. Great stuff, Davis.
Someone in the chat's talking about the Quentin Jammer revelation.
Yes.
That's. I feel like Quentin Jammer with this Swolecast overview. I feel like I still wrote it in a hungover state here. So we will try our best here. I did look and saw we didn't crack 100 points in our Week 14 T-Mobile Challenge.
Tough.
I was looking at some of the decisions though, and if we just go the other way in that 8v8, we win. We had the Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase stack, and that was the best part about the lineup. And that was with Jamar Chase scoring 6 points. So there was that. Like we mentioned, I spent the weekend in KC. It's a beautiful city. I can see why Davis never wants to leave it. Just a gorgeous place there. I did make it to the Chiefs game to pay my respects to the dynasty. I felt the stadium quake on every Isaiah Pacheco run for 2.3 yards. At 17%, the Chiefs' odds to make the playoffs are slightly better than Davis's BBM advance rates.
Dude. First off, fuck Jalen Hurts. You know how many times I've come to the mat for this guy? How many times have the haters and the losers tried to bury him, and he couldn't do me a solid last night and beat the Chargers? Unbelievable.
Brutal. I already had my fun about the Chiefs on Twitter, so we're going to set our sights on the Titans. We are not going to let the Titans off the hook here because the Titans are so bad that they both made Shedeur Sanders look incredible while also ruining their 2026
They won the
draft
game.
odds.
They won the game for no reason.
For no fucking reason, and wiped out both of my Survivor teams on Splash, the Second Chance one and the Gravy Bowl.
Now we're getting to the bottom of it. Now we're getting to why. Buddy, if you bet on the Browns, that's on you.
Browns were the sharp play. The you know what the chalk play was? The chalk play lost too. It was the Bucks. Yeah.
Chalk play lost. My beginning of the season Survivor, the Slappy Survivor, just ended last night. Or just ended on Sunday. Mac Nova, longtime shipcaser, Mac Nova takes it down with the Packers. Somehow had the Packers left in week 15. Got through Thanksgiving without using the Packers.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about the week 17 matchups for like playoff best ball championship hopes. But Titans play the Saints and the Raiders play the Giants. Both those games are going to be bad games, but draft implications abound.
We didn't even end up talking about it a bunch on the show, and I'm now mad that I only put one entry in, but the Gravy Bowl Splash sports tournament is super cool. Survivor through the playoffs, so extra game.
Oh, that's like super sick.
Yeah, not using, hence why I was using the Browns. I'm like, let me burn this team now. But yeah, I will look forward to doing, I hope they do a Second Chance one of those. All right, though, it's not all gloom and doom for Kitchen, though. At least Vanderbilt made it into the college football playoff. Right, Kitchen? No, for real, though, it's not all doom and gloom for Dave because Diego Pavia's mom went on a date with Theo Vaughn, and that's way cooler than winning the Heisman.
Dude, I was going to say in Kitchen's neck of the woods, that's front page news right there. That's like all of his interests aligning.
This is what the group chat has been all about, is a bunch of Tennessee fans. And I had to pull up receipts from the summer. Like, I can't believe Pavia is talking about national championships and Heismans. Hey, you backed it up.
Kitchen pulling the receipts on the GC.
I'll do it. I will do it.
I got good news and bad news for tiers last week. The good news is I top 10'd again. The bad news is that Tate 81 finished in second place.
Did he really?
Yep. After trashing him on 2 straight shows, he made it his life's mission to put together a good lineup again. So, Dave, you got to put that cardboard back together. It's time to defund Tate 81. Our work is not done here. We're on to week 15. I'm heading to Vegas tomorrow, where I will make lots of money. Not in the poker tournament I'm playing in, but because I won't be able to lose it playing DFS while I'm there. So back to you, Dave.
What poker tournament are you playing in?
I got invited to play the WPT Prime Championship. So I was like, sure, let's do it.
Wow. Have you been playing or studying at all?
No, I haven't played for probably like 2.5 years.
Have you read Andrew Brokos's book?
No.
Do you want me to send it to you to read on the plane?
I do genuinely appreciate that. I thought about like doing some cramming, but I'm like, is it really going to help?
Do you want me to give you any tips, Pete?
I think if you read Andrew's book on the plane, I think
is it tournament? Tournament strategy?
It's just pure game theory. It's like toy games applied. It doesn't even really talk about cards.
Just take that book, put it in ChatGPT, and say,
"No, don't
give me the bullet points."
Kitchen, but I actually, that's very helpful, Davis. Kitchen, what's your advice to me?
Yeah, mine would be go full mans, and that way anything you do can just be like, oh, that's a bit. He's in character.
That's a bit. I like that. You're right. If I'm not in character, I have nothing to hide behind with my poor play.
That's right. They're just gonna expose you potentially.
Here, okay. I will. This will actually be an opportunity for me to help people out on this program one time. For the first time ever. This is the book, Play Optimal Poker, Practical Game Theory for Every Poker Player by Andrew Brokos. If you are a bad card player, an intermediate card player, you're just like, I just would like to play a little bit better. I'd like to be able to go play 2-5 at my local casino. I'd like to be able to beat my in-laws, whatever. This is not a long, exhaustive read. It's not going to take you weeks to read. This would be my number one poker book for anyone just trying to get a little bit better.
Okay. Are you on the payroll? You get a kickback?
No, it's just like I read that book during COVID because I was playing online, and it made a huge difference for me.
All right.
Pete, what do we think? What do we think this guy's advance rate is in best ball?
Hold on,
poker is 100% luck. No book gonna help your game.
I do love. I saw I think I saw it on not even like season long, like high stakes Twitter, but just like normie season long Twitter asking. I think there was the poll going around of like what % of fantasy football is luck or whatever, and everyone's like down bad because they've had injuries and stuff. And like, still not really. It's like 1 out of 12 people win your home league or whatever. But it just everyone thinks they should win and not even understanding that the odds are already stacked against them.
Yeah. I would say hot take, Pete. Curious your thought on this. I actually think best ball is more luck based than managed seasonal.
Right, and I think the reason. It's the skill element to me with best ball is the like
there's more
managing
inputs.
The portfolio and like what you do across all these different contests and windows and all of that. That's the skill. But like one single best ball draft, like if you treated season long or best ball like you did season long, you just had a few. Like I mean, it's all I mean,
yeah. I think that.
But and that is the thing, right? I think people would probably think season long was less luck involved if they did have 50 teams. Right?
Yes.
That they would kind of understand.
That's a good point. And as someone who does normally have between 30 and 50 managed teams, you can see how that plays itself out where like, oh, actually I did make a lot of good decisions, but like I just ran bad in these like 3 spots or whatever.
Dave, this is an honest question. And I guess Davis, I'm sure you know too. Are there for DK stuff, is there anything that easily shows your advance rates and stuff like that?
No, that's why I was
anyone talking about it.
I was asking
you have to calc it.
I was asking the secret chat about this, asking Wiggins if maybe they had anything. I don't know if Spike Week had something with because the part of becoming a best ball bro.
There's no API for them to interface with. So until they do that.
But they do have like CSVs, so they should.
But the CSV is not going to show. I guess CSV. if you download the
you
CSV,
could do it. Like they had those huge CSVs for, like, you remember before the season started, that whole thing.
But for the sites, like the sites aren't going to be downloading CSVs every day or every week and re-uploading them. They need the API.
What do you mean the site? Like DraftKings?
I'm saying like a bbmdb.com, he's able to manage that because he has the live API, not because he's manually pulling it for every contest.
Yeah, but I mean, we did it with Roto Grinders, like rankings. Like we downloaded CSVs every day, and uploaded.
That's true.
Those. So, all right, was that it for the overview, Pete? Because you didn't say anything about like the games this week.
Yeah, I kind of just stopped writing this morning. I had like 15 minutes.
That's okay. Hey, you had a long weekend. It was solid. Felt like you missed an obvious Frankie's restaurant in Kansas City joke. Other than that,
Frankie lives in St. Louis.
Frankie's in St. Louis. It was one of my one tilts, just the way the weekend broke and stuff. I didn't get any barbecue.
You didn't get to go to Arthur Bryant's? Wow. You guys were at the stadium. You guys were very close. Kaufman, it's like a 10-minute drive.
All their events had food, and then we were literally streaming. I think I had like 2 hours of free time the whole weekend. Like went to the gym. We were staying at the same hotel with the Houston Texans. Rudman saw Chris Collinsworth in the hotel gym apparently before, but yeah, no barbecue for me. So that was an L.
Did Collinsworth see Rudman?
I don't know how you can miss Rudman, man.
he's a beast.
You can't miss him.
Okay, we do have a couple of big games. If you notice the cover, the thumbnail, it's the Lions and Rams team, or a game total of 55.5.
What a sick slate this is, actually.
Yeah, it really is.
Bunch of totals in 50. The best
Bills,
offense.
Patriots.
Well, how about this? The
Ravens,
best offense
Bengals.
in fantasy football for the last month of the season now faces the best defense without their starting left tackle. What do you do with that? Like
you talking about the Jets Jaguars?
No, I'm talking about the Arizona Cardinals. That if you click run the sim in any given week, it's just like, well, you should probably play this Jacoby Brissett guy. You should probably play this Michael Wilson guy. What is the computer going to do this week?
I don't know what the computer's going to do, but the Cardinals need to tell Marvin Harrison to have a seat next to Kyler Murray. It's what they need to do.
Okay, Pete, what's your I mean, you probably have not thought about this at all, but what's your operational theory for why Michael Wilson is giga ass whenever Marvin Harrison Jr. is on the field? Marvin Harrison Jr. sucks in the same role Michael Wilson is, but the second that Marvin Harrison is out, Michael Wilson becomes Calvin Johnson.
Well, how about that? I mean, how many games? I don't think Michael Wilson is giga ass. I think he's had Kyler Murray as his quarterback for the majority.
No, he's saying when Marvin Harrison Jr. played,
with Jacoby and Marvin Harrison Jr. both on the field, he's averaging under 50 yards per game.
Well, that's like saying, why does Bobby Portis only score 15 fantasy points when Giannis is playing?
Right, but basketball is different. Targets are earned, right? So wouldn't you think that if Marvin Harrison Jr. cannot earn targets, that they should be going to Michael Wilson?
I don't know, but I think how many offenses in the league are that hyper condensed on just two top options? I do think it's a usage thing. I don't think it's because he's bad and not earning targets.
No, it's definitely a usage thing. I just think it's crazy that because it's apparently what the ball knowers say is that what happens when Marvin Harrison Jr. is out is Michael Wilson changes positions from the Y to the X, and apparently Jacoby just is spamming the X.
And that makes sense too, of Michael Wilson primarily plays a downfield role. So the targets are going to be less and more volatile. And then when he slides out, then he's just the alpha who gets both the targets and still used downfield.
Yeah.
But to your point, at what point do you say, okay, Marvin Harrison, now you're the sacrificial X, and we're going to pepper Michael Wilson.
I think what rabbit with the clock meme. I think we're there.
It is hilarious to go look through at imagine if you could just snap your fingers and change every Kyler Marvin Harrison team to Jacoby and Michael Wilson.
Well, that's part of it is that a lot of my Michael Wilson teams, of course, have Kyler on them. And it's what if you needed Kyler Murray for Michael Wilson?
Michael Wilson's rookie year, he was my most drafted player in Best Ball Mania.
There you go. You get something for that, Davis.
I was looking at my Michael Wilson teams on stream this morning, and I pulled one up. And I was doing the thing you were just saying, Kitchen, looking at how many of them had Kyler versus not. One of the Kyler teams is a Kyler JJ McCarthy team that's advancing. Solo JJ McCarthy.
Ship it.
Well, that's why we were talking about the Danny Dimes injury. JJ and I were, because I think it's like on Underdog, 26% of teams have Danny. I've got like 3. But he's QB3. But I wonder how many 2 QB teams has Danny Dimes.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like to say good luck to all of the JT drafters as they get to play him on the road against Seattle with Riley Leonard at quarterback this week. Shout out to all the people.
Maybe Riley Leonard at quarterback.
Hey man, shout out to all the people with 40% advance rates. There's just no way that
honestly
your
could be
that much could go wrong.
Could be Phil Rivers at quarterback this week. Could be Colin Kaepernick at quarterback this week. You just never know. You never know who they're going to roll out. That Rivers news was wild.
I did want to just circle back on something from last week's show. This probably should have been in the overview. I will not be apologizing for my JJ McCarthy takes, and I will be saying, can you imagine what Brosmer would have done?
What Brosmer would have done? Pete literally went to the mat. Very unlike Pete to go to the mat that hard with a player.
That might have been one of your worst takes.
We'll never Peter. Fucking know. McCarthy Brosmer.
We'll never know.
You don't think Brosmer could have thrown 3 touchdowns to back up tight?
This is your live a little.
Hey, Pete. People are asking.
I'm not.
Has JJ McCarthy figured it out?
No. The second the Vikings can come up with another option, they will quickly tell us that JJ McCarthy has not figured it out.
All right, let's start at quarterback.
I
want to toss this one to you guys. One team, Pete, you get to play one team. You're going to Las Vegas, so you can only register your one team. You're playing your team in the Spy. I say you have to stack Rams Lions. Are you doing Stafford Adams or are you doing Goff St. Brown?
Why can't I do Puka?
Or whatever permutation of the stack you like.
Gotcha. Give me Stafford Puka.
Give me hot take here. Give me Goff. J-Mo. Give me Goff, J-Mo. Yeah.
That's not a hot take coming from you. That's the baseline.
I think that it's so rare. It's so rare to have a leverage spot inside of the chalk game.
That is not going to be a leverage spot.
It absolutely. I bet Goff, J-Mo combinatorially.
People are going to jam this game with every single combo.
You guys. The thing that you guys forget is the effect that Sims have had on the population.
You tell us every week.
No, honestly, I guess the Goff stuff is a little more palatable, but the Rams stuff goes under-owned because it's really hard. First of all, the premium double is like cost prohibitive, and then you have to decide, and there's no other pieces. Like you do a skinny stack. That's the only thing you can really do on the Rams.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's definitely easier to do Goff doubles for sure. I wonder.
What is J-Mo's salary?
Gibbs is 8,800. J-Mo is 6,100. I mean, they're begging you to play him.
Yeah.
What is 3,500 Tesla? Don't tempt me with a good time.
Don't you think the primary way people will play this game is like one-off Gibbs, one-off Rams receiver?
It'll be like every team will have like, it'll be like, oh, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get super sneaky. I'm going to do Purdy and Jennings, but then I'm going to, instead of using CMC, I'm going to use Gibbs. No one will see it coming.
Honestly, do you know what's the old? You know how we used to do the, you do the punt naked quarterback and then game stack
with the game stack.
Yeah, with Brissett. You game stack something else and then just put Brissett there.
Except he's not even that cheap. It'll probably be more. It would be more like Caleb maybe, or no, $4,900 Tyler Shuck. Okay. 2 running touchdowns last week.
Yeah, let's talk about some other quarterbacks. You got this Buffalo New England game.
See, I think that game's going to trend towards sucking. That game is going to trend more towards.
See, but I think a lot of people are going to think like you are thinking right now. That's what I think.
Maybe I just like
give your take on why you think it's going to suck.
It's cold. It's outdoors. Both of these teams, like, honestly, they prefer to run.
These are normie reasons. These are normie reasons.
No, Dave, both of these teams prefer to run. Like that's just like however good Josh Allen is.
Yeah.
They are like still like James Cook could have had a like mega explosion last week. He just kept fumbling. And they all turned into Josh Allen points.
I mean, we did have a few nice performances in last week's game that was also outdoors. I guess we'll say that.
It will also be interesting to see with the Allen stuff because we had the like the fake stack stuff getting there, like Shakir and Kincaid. But if you strip away those touchdowns, those one plays, they have just giga ass stat lines.
I mean, none of them were even close to optimal. Like Shakir, like Kincaid got 12 points. Shakir got, I think Shakir literally had one catch.
Right, and I mean, does that just give people just enough hope of like I can still stack Josh Allen? Because that's been the huge subplot this year.
Kincaid got 14 points last week, and he's going to play more routes this week.
He was sitting in the cuck chair while Dawson Knox.
He's definitely
he was at first. First half.
He's not going to run. He's not going to run more routes.
Okay.
Dalton Kincaid has a glass ceiling on his routes.
All right.
I like this a mega bounce back spot for Jalen Hurts. Yeah, a little bit of Barkley chalk this week. Had the long touchdown run last week. Everyone watch Hurts just like dick around on national television, threw a pick and fumbled on the same play. I like that a lot.
What about Lawrence at home versus the Jets?
Yes. Lawrence, Jacoby, Pete. I think you'd admire how far I've grown because I last week my gold star play was Jacoby Myers. Of all players, it was Jacoby. Because he's just Travis Hunter now. He's playing the Travis Hunter position. They're giving him jet sweeps, all that stuff. Like it's just there.
I cannot believe we're 32 minutes.
They could have saved a second round pick if they knew they could have just traded for Jacoby Myers at the deadline.
Yeah.
Cannot believe we're 32 minutes into the show and neither of you have recommended Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, Burrow Chase with no T this week. Burrow Chase, Tinsley, Gesicki. That'll probably be the most owned stack of the week, I would think. Maybe even more so than the Detroit Rams stuff.
Is T already ruled out? Is he done?
I mean, I'm assuming it's more likely he goes on IR than plays this week. Second concussion in 3 weeks. Had 2 concussion checks in the snow game.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, it's not great. You could definitely do Darnold, JSN. I'm not that hip to it. And then if you want to you really want to punish yourself, you could do Mahomes and Rice in what is a must-win game that they are sure to lose by like 4.5 points somehow.
Gosh, this really is a great slate.
It is. It's an awesome slate. Yeah.
And we haven't even mentioned Purdy at home versus the Titans.
I know. It's crazy.
I bet Purdy ends up being my like stack in the spy. I bet I end up doing Purdy Jennings as like my main thing.
No Kittle.
Not a huge Kittle guy.
Shador's 4,700.
I Pete, from drafting main event teams, I was like, I don't want Kittle here.
Is it because he lives in Tennessee and kind of group chat adjacent?
No, I think it's that you just
is that also why you've not recommended Shador Sanders so far, Davis?
Well, no, I mean the Shador thing is like God bless him, but you don't get to play the Titans this week, brother.
But you know who does? George Kittle.
Yeah. The thing with Kittle is he never gets the insane volume that is required. Yeah. Like he needs
always an explosive or 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, so it's just harder. It's just harder for me to get there with him.
But I guess who did Fannin? You're telling me George Kittle can't do what Fannin just did against the
Fannin bet? Didn't Fannin have like 8 targets though?
Yeah. Kittle had 10 targets 2 weeks ago against Carolina.
That was a gross game, and also Cleveland was playing from behind. So
also, I mentioned this morning. Fannin should have had another touchdown. The Njoku touchdown was double coverage, and Fannin was wide open to the back of the end zone going like this. And Shadar's like, no, I got to get my boy Njoku involved.
Yeah. The Fannin bet, man. It's
people were ragging on Kerrane and layup for this. Pat should take his victory laps on the May and Fannin. It became a meme. It was so over the top, his love, and just both uber smashes.
Yes.
Fannin ended up being my most drafted tight end on DraftKings. So just easy.
As they say, you can't draft the second string tight end on the Cleveland Browns, I believe is what we were told.
Yeah. Instead, you have to draft. What's your favorite bad draft pick? I think my favorite bad draft pick, De'Ami Brown, 85, drafted in Best Ball Mania, ran 6 routes last week behind Tim Patrick.
Do you know what name? This morning I was going through teams and like injured guys, whatever, injuries happen. I had a jump scare seeing Ray Davis on one of my teams. Like,
he was like running back 38 the whole season.
Yeah. Oh, I liked him. Oh, that was bad.
Depending on Tyrod Taylor, what if Justin Fields is?
I think you almost have to play because they made up a fake injury for him last week for him to not be active. But I assume if Tyrod can't play, you can't seriously start.
Pull up Fields' game log and just look at. He literally has no games in the teens. It's either below 8 fantasy points or above 20 fantasy points.
His ceiling being Jacoby Brissett's floor doesn't feel good though either.
Yeah, fair. If he can,
I definitely think you could do Fields this week if he starts. What does he cost?
48
or 4,800.
How about this for one to talk through? Like Dart gets this nut matchup, but not running. How do we feel?
You can't play him with him not running. You just cannot do it.
Yeah, I don't see like how does he get 28?
Waddell Robinson 30? Does his Malik Neighbors impression that he does twice a year.
I guess it would be. You know what, Jaden Blue. That's definitely a worse pick than De'Ami Brown. Thank you.
That one hurts.
That's a lot worse.
This is what I mean. I was showing like JJ my exposure for the Millie, and I was just like, I am so happy that I have my 34 teams advancing. Roshan Johnson over 20%, Cam Ward, Xavier Worthy.
Roshan is a rough one to look at on the teams too.
Marshawn Lloyd and Jaden Blue. I mean, those guys over 16%. That will cause some issues.
That's another. Imagine if you could flip every Jaden Blue or Miles Sanders team to Javonte, how good your portfolio would look.
Yeah. Well, I do have a ton of Javonte, but
my favorite bad pick that I actually was drafting was Ty Felton. Because I was like, dude, people went to bed. They didn't realize he was a 3rd round pick. And then it turns out they literally drafted this dude to be a fucking punk gunner.
The draft capital bros though, because it was the Tesla, the Woody Marks, and the Ty Felton were the 3. Like, you don't know how bad they actually wanted these guys on their team.
The thing about Marks is Marks ended up being one of my most drafted players.
Yeah, same.
Huge win from a playing time perspective. He's so bad.
He's so bad.
No.
He's going to score 20 points against the Cardinals.
They're running him inside. That's just not his game. Like these inside runs.
They don't have a choice.
They don't have a choice.
He wants to run inside.
That's what I'm saying.
He is worse than Daria Ogunbowale as an interior runner. It is
right.
dark stuff.
But Davis, real quick before we move on to our DraftKings lineup, I'll let Pete start fishing for that one. People are asking Davis, as a best ball influencer, what was such an obvious pick, and yet you didn't really cape for him at all. It's Christian Watson.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. 39 minutes into the show, if you have a big bag of Christian Watson, I think you played terribly, and I think you're just running so hot. Christian Watson tore his ACL, David, this year. He tore his ACL in 2025. He's actually, I looked this up on my stream yesterday. He's running more routes per game and a greater percentage of the routes this year than he ever had at any other stage in his career, coming off of an ACL tear when they took a wide receiver in the 1st round and the 3rd round.
Yeah. I just look at all my Wicks teams and I just think, what if that was Watson? directionally accurate. Okay, let's.
Yeah, of all guys to be Wolverine, Christian Watson being the guy is it. Like Christian Watson is having an Adrian Peterson-esque return to the lineup, which is just insane.
Yeah, it's like we were drafting Brandon Ayuk in the 8th round, but we weren't touching Christian Watson in the 18th, 19th, or 20th round. So, all right.
Hold 1 second.
Yeah,
calling Christian Watson a GAM. Egregious misuse of GAM, bro. This is a guy whose hamstrings. His hamstrings were so misaligned, he had to go to the University of Wisconsin and have them studied. I'm not giving you GAM on a guy who had to have a scientific study done on his hamstrings.
I'm not joking. I am so conditioned that when he had that long touchdown, when he was sprinting to the end zone, I was 100% expecting him to pull a hamstring.
Waiting for him to pull up.
Yes.
Yeah. Can we talk about real quick? You just told me running to the end zone. How does Keaton Mitchell not house that?
He got hurt. He got hurt. He got hurt on the run. That's why.
I was just like, come on, Keaton.
Keaton Mitchell until the last Ravens drive, Keaton Mitchell was leading the team in rushing in a game. Derrick Henry got 25 touches.
It is December and it doesn't fucking matter because that dude is washed.
He
can't move, dude. He can't move.
I feel like that was a personal attack, but
it is.
I know.
It is.
You saying that to me in the way that you did felt like you were trying to hurt me.
No, because I just keep clicking this guy every week. He projects for 16.4
that's a you
PPR
problem.
Points.
That's a you problem.
No,
pal.
Pete, he was my most drafted guy in BR last week. I was like, dude, come on, they're gonna run downhill. It's December.
And watch him this week. He's going to have like 3 touchdowns on 30 yards against the Bengals, and it's going to tilt me beyond belief.
I'm gonna have a huge bag of Derrick Henry this week.
No, you gotta come on. We gotta learn our lesson, David.
You're gonna give up before the Bengals when Keaton has a knee injury? I don't think so, bro.
And last week was barely D-Himber. This week is definitely D-Himber. So
I had one of those like nothing matters moments in BR this week. My 3 most drafted wide receivers were Michael Wilson, Puka, and JSN. It just couldn't even buy a sweat.
Who do you think my most drafted wide receiver was?
Well, Jameson Williams wasn't on the slate.
It's the darkest.
Oh, Jacoby? Are you doing Jacoby?
No, dude. Fucking Justin Jefferson in a game. They won 31-0.
Oh, so tilting.
They won 31-0. And
how many targets did he have?
I mean, I think literally 2.
Because at least before we were blaming it on like the quarterback play and his usage was good. And then he just got phased out for Josh Oliver.
Okay.
Very dark stuff.
All right. Can we move on without you guys trying to attack me for Derrick Henry in a negative game script not getting there? Oh, no. No.
I think I would say we were attacking ourselves and you got caught in the crossfire because it's part of your brand. And look, Dave, you know that if Henry would be crushing right now, you'd be like, D-Hember, hear ye. So you got to have it.
I have not played him in the past few weeks.
But you would be victory lapping if he was just coming off of a monster game and you know it.
You don't know that. All right. Can we just choose a lineup? Also, if you are Swoley, you get a pick. So just put it in the chat and let's see what we can come up with. And Davis, we'll give first pick to you.
Oh, Jameson Williams.
Okay.
Send it. Easy. Emmanuel Forbes is going to be on St. Brown. Game.
Who are you, Davis? Dude, I mean, 3 year ago, Davis saying Emmanuel Forbes is
okay.
Yes.
So let me provide a little bit of context for this. The reason why I know it's Emmanuel Forbes is because one of the things about me is I hate the Washington Commanders. So I just love to see them fail. They took Emmanuel Forbes in the first round of the NFL draft. He weighs like 142 pounds. He's like the smallest corner in the NFL. The Rams pick him up off the scrap heap after the commies waive him, and he has turned into legitimately the best corner in the NFL over like the last 6 weeks. There's no explanation for it. When you watch him,
you hate the Commanders so much that you just had to play Jaden Daniels in cash this week.
Dude, please do not get me started. That's one of the worst. I think, like, with the benefit of hindsight, it's one of the dumbest decisions I've ever made.
All right, Peter.
Okay, I have another wide receiver that I want to play that's just kind of a one-off or whatever, but I think he's like $1,000 too cheap this week. It's Nico Collins.
Where is he priced at?
6,700.
Aren't you worried that they only throw the forward pass like 17 times in this game?
Rashi Rice should be
Nico's
price, and Nico should be Rashi's price.
No, Rashi's gonna have 29 again this week. Brings me, it's gonna come in a loss. It brings me no joy to report it, but Rashi is gonna absolutely cook this week.
I think the Chiefs just wave the white flag. They run Kareem Hunt 46 times and say, "Let's get on to 20."
Dude, can you imagine? Can you imagine if they do actually wave the white flag and Andy's like, I really thought we had some good things. I was so this fucking guy at halftime. Andy goes, I don't know the Sunday Night Football Rice reporter, but he goes, I think we got some things going on offense. And I'm just like, are you watching the game? Like, you have 0 points, Andy. You fucking suck. You've got nothing.
And it's not even slappy to say this, but every time Rashard Smith touches the ball, he looks electric. The problem is it happens one time again.
One time. It's actually like it is insane to continue to give the ball to Hunt and Pacheco on these first downs. Cause you're just like like when you do that, you're basically saying, all right, well, we're definitely going in. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
And then Travis Kelce dropping the easiest balls of all time, completely washed, put him in the glue factory with Derrick Henry. Anyways,
and you know what? This is not even true. The undrafted free agent that they started at left tackle allowed 0 pressures. The offensive line was fine in that game against the Texans. It was Rice and Kelce. 9 combined drops between these idiots.
Okay. You done, Davis?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I think I'm just going to go with Goff to pair with JMO.
Okay.
All right. I'd like to save us a little bit of money at running back. I'm going to wave the white flag on Bishal Tootin, who got 2 snaps last week, including a fumble. I'm willing to put a gold star on Travis Etienne Jr. at home against the New York Football Jets this week at 6,500 DraftKings dollars.
I was looking at him or Marion Hampton at 5,900.
I don't know, man. Hampton versus the Chiefs with Vidal still earning touches doesn't sound good.
Hampton not good this week.
You think it's because like there were some pass protection issues, like Vidal in for most of the passing downs?
I think just what the Chargers have shown us beginning of the season with Najee, what we're seeing, I don't think Hampton was ever going to get the full bell cow treatment. I just don't think that's what they wanted to do.
I actually disagree with that. I just think Vidal has been so good that you can't actually put that guy on.
You're telling me if Najee Harris didn't get hurt, that he wasn't going to get 9 touchdowns this year. He was going to be involved
with the Chargers offensive line. You basically can't play Najee because the only thing Najee can do is get what's blocked, and if what's blocked is a negative 3-yard run, you like actually can't play him.
I mean, we're coming off of 4 years in Pittsburgh where we all said you can't play Najee, and they found a way to do it over and over again.
Harbaugh's slightly better coach. Anyways, continue.
All right, is it my pick?
Move on. Yep.
Yes.
All right. Davis isn't going to play him on his own, so I'm going to get him some exposure with George Kittle right now at tight end.
All right. I'm going to give us a punt defense. Chargers against the Chiefs. Easy one there. All right. So we have 5.5K left per slot, running back, wide receiver, and a flex. Pete just picked, so it's back to me. I'm trying to think, is there an obvious punt wide receiver?
I was just looking at that. What if you go back to the 80 Mitchell opposite ETN?
Well, you go Tesla.
I'm thinking Tinsley with Kittle out targeted Yoshi Voss 5-1. Yoshi just scored the touchdown on Thanksgiving.
Vele.
I think Vele definitely in play. Let's just see if we could.
Pat Bryant's 3,900.
Yeah, no thanks. That game that's gonna be a nap game. There's just no point really in Green Bay.
Pat Bryant and Luther Burden are gonna be the ultimate like fake out breakouts where we want it to happen. It kind of happened, but not enough to actually make an impact.
And with both of them, it's the same problem, which is the teams just don't pass enough. That if like the pass rate was good enough, they both actually would be breaking out.
Same with Jaden Higgins to an extent too.
Yep. Yeah. 100%. All right, David, you have $6,800 left for a running back and a flex.
Oh, you for real went with Tinsley?
Yeah, why would I not?
All right, let's just say this is a good bounce back spot for the guy. I know we talked about Hurts, but also Saquon at 7,100.
So that's the giga mega chalk this week. I expect Barkley will be the most owned running back. I bet even more than Gibbs.
Yeah, but sometimes Davis, like the Sims, you just play the best plays. So
I don't agree with you.
That leaves us in Higgins McConkey range. So I want to play either of them.
Horrible range.
Yeah, this isn't great. I don't mind Harvey if we wanted to like pay up at defense, but this isn't a comfy range.
If we could play Michael Wilson if we did $100 less at defense, or Rico against the Saints.
What if I went Ginty?
I don't like that very much. That's probably fine.
I mean, the past 2 games, the running backs have gotten there.
If you go Genty, you get up. You can play.
Or Woody Marks at 5,600. Oh, we already got Nico though.
I don't mind it.
Marks, if Chuba's out, Dave, will you commit to doing a global alert if Chubb is in?
What does that get us up to if we go Marks there? 8K. We could play James
St. Brown.
Raw. Double Goff, right?
Yeah, there we go. Jared Goff, ETN, Woody Marks, J-Mo, Nico Collins, Tinsley, George Kittle, St. Brown, and the Chargers.
Even though we are worried about that defender Davis recently named guarding.
Yes. Woody Marks swap, global swap alert, just saying it now, Kenneth Walker. Against this indie team that's who knows what spot.
Another running back I keep playing every week who just drains my wallet.
Last week was pretty bad for KW9 fans. All right, let's get to that running back slot real quick and just talk through some of the top options. McCaffrey at 9K, Gibbs 8,800, Taylor 8,500. It's gonna be tough for people to play JT this week.
Yeah, don't think anyone will be really playing JT. I mean, obviously Gibbs and CMC could probably just make a rule that you're going to play one of those guys. I do think ETN is probably the mid-tier chalk I like the most. Barkley at 7,100. I mean, man, he is just going to get all the right-wing slappies needed was one breakaway run from Barkley when he looked like shit on every other touch of the game. It's you know, the funny thing about the whole Eagles thing is like literally not one person is brave enough to say this on the internet. But if Barkley was just like the 8th best running back in the NFL, a lot of the Eagles' issues would just miraculously disappear.
Are you advocating for Tank Bigsby more touches?
I'm just advocating for any player that has like a success rate above 40%.
All right, I've been drinking coffee all morning, so I need to take the rare Swolecast bathroom break. But yeah,
little Swolecast.
I still have my headphones on though, so don't think you can just talk shit while I'm not gone because I'll hear it all.
All right.
I don't think I can do it with Ken Walker, Dave.
Okay. What about Devin Neal if Kamara misses this week?
I mean, I'm assuming Kamara doesn't play for the rest of the year. I guess. Devin Neal does like legitimately.
He's just a volume guy.
He legitimately has like workhorse usage. Back to back weeks. You know, I think you know, I want to like Dowdle, but they are like legitimately. No. I mean, they run the ball so much. They're not really using him in the passing game.
Well, and it's trending. Anymore. It trended the other way with Hubbard last time, and they're coming off a bye, so you're not sure what they're going to do. Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah,
I was looking at potential like Chase Brown was decent last week, even with Samaje
No, Chase Brown is like the least playable guy of all time. If you played Chase Brown, first off, if you played Chase Brown last week, congrats.
I thought that too,
thing.
but I think it was in the winning tiers contest last week.
Yeah.
You guys see the breaking news?
We've got some breaking news.
Yes.
Phillip Rivers is legitimately signing with the Colts. I sadly think this might really be the Ragnow thing where he shows up and they're like, "Oh, dude, your body, you can't play professional football."
I mean,
but maybe
I would have been beating down the doors of my close personal friend Derek Carr before I was trying to get 48-year-old Phillip Rivers to come.
It's unclear to me what the rules on that are. Like once a guy has retired, what are the rules on that? Like don't the Saints still have like his like rights or whatever?
Yeah, I think you're right. There are some stuff like that. What with this Phillip Rivers thing though, right? Like he has to be guaranteed he's going to start, right? Because why else would he put himself through this? Sit on the practice squad.
Yeah. It's the same thing as Flacco.
I was
Flacco was on the practice squad for a week.
Gosh, I've got some Anthony Richardson teams that would.
But yeah, I mean, basically, like the cover to the too high shell safety stuff is so fucked, and at quarterback development is so bad that like Joe Flacco and these guys can come in and just immediately be better.
And it's just so fun. Like the thing too about, Flacco, his whole career has always been able to throw a good deep ball in his age pretty gracefully. I mean, Phillip Rivers, even in his prime, could barely throw the ball 35 yards.
He has that weird arm angle.
I mean, what is his throwing arm motion even going to look like after a multi-year layoff? Fucking side-armed 50. I mean, this guy, this has pick six on first snap written all over it.
I think, honestly, Pete, you're overthinking it. We saw it with Teddy Bridgewater. We saw it with Flacco. It's like riding a bike. He'll be fine. He won't be great.
Is uncharted territory. A 44-year-old Phillip Rivers who had no arm strength even in his prime.
I mean, Brady did it.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on.
Let me just say this. If I were the Colts, I'd be finding a way to get Max Prosper on my roster. I'd be begging the Vikings to cut Max Prosper so I could pick him up.
Okay, receiver.
I got one take at running back. Harvey had a really, really strong usage last week. His most touches in a game, scored the touchdown. They went to him multiple times in the red zone. He's not going to get played at all. Like maybe 4% or whatever, because it's a 13-game slate.
Yeah, I mean Aaron Rodgers is
I like
there as what the chat said. So
yeah,
Aaron can do it. Anyone else can do it. Okay, wide receiver, Puka and JSN, Jamar Chase,
Puka. Chase, Puka, JSN, St. Brown. One of those guys is the defining pick of the slate, and you got to get it right.
It feels like we swing back to a Chase week.
Yeah, I agree. And I ran Chase last week over Puka and Jason to watch him get like 2 catches for 15 yards or whatever. Really, really bad, but similarly huge spot. I do think probably I will also do the Rashee Rice thing again, because they you saw that in the Texans game. If Rashee is not cooking, they've got nothing. They have the Chiefs have absolutely no way to advance the ball down the field if Rashee is not non-ethically getting 8 points at a time.
I don't know why they're not going deep with Xavier Worthy this year,
because he's one of the worst deep route wide receivers in the NFL.
Yeah, but besides that,
He has no ability to track the ball, and Mahomes, I mean, the very few brave people have the ability to.
Then why were you promoting him so hard before the season started, Davis?
Well, the plan was that Rashee Rice was going to be suspended for 6 weeks and that the whole plane was going to be built out of Worthy. We obviously saw that was true in the week 4 game, that he had, 125 scrimmage yards or whatever, like the whole offense went around him. The injury cost him, and then Rice got back and it was like foxhole time. Like, we got to try and make the fucking playoffs, so we got to just spam this guy. But the Worthy thing the Worthy thing could have worked. Right. And I think also there's like a human element here, which is like he's probably pissed off that he's like, I'm playing with a hurt ankle and a separated shoulder, and you guys are just turning the offense over to this guy who committed a felony in the offseason. Like, that's a little fucked up.
I told JJ that it made me a little sad because Xavier Worthy was on the drop list this week for 15 transactions. Just,
yeah, I mean, you'd start Devon Vele over Worthy probably.
Would you start Chimere Dike over Worthy?
It's the same thing. Either they get a touchdown or they're useless. Worthy returns punts too.
Phillip Rivers is a grandfather. He's
Did you not know this?
I just had to fact check it.
Yes.
And you guys are standing this man right now. A grandfather.
It really is amazing how last week you were promoting Max Brosmer so hard. Despite,
of course. Max Brosmer has his entire life ahead of him.
His previous
Phillip Rivers could be Max Brosmer's father.
Yes.
Like, not even a stretch. The math checks out.
I mean, it's true, but this is watch a Disney movie every once in a while, Pete. This is literally the plot line for a Disney movie. Him coming back and leading the
we have some legitimate alpha in the chat for my boy Don G. Phil Rivers goes to my church would not have said he's in football shape for the last 3 years at least.
Kool-Aid guy has seen Phillip Rivers eating those complimentary munchkins and donut holes at the back of the auditorium.
The after church pot.
Kitchen knows all about those.
All right. Any other receivers?
We are way behind pace for this show, and I have so much to do today.
I know. Any other receivers?
Jacoby, I like. Juwan Jennings, I really like. Luther Burden, one last ride probably. If Fields goes, I think you can do A.D. Mitchell. And I will also lose at least one of my DraftKings salary cap entries on Marvin Harrison Jr. if he is active, just for pure game theory reasons.
I would say Smith, Devonta, and AJ Brown. One of those two guys probably put in a.
I mean, very, very good, very, very good leverage on what is going to be very, very chalk Barkley.
Yeah, and then Stephon Diggs is
revenge
is 6K. The last time he played Buffalo was just nuclear. So forget what his stats were. He had 146 yards, 10 catches. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get on to the Splash Tiers contest. Also want to let people know that on last week's Swoley's show, it was me solo, and we went 4 for 4 on our quick picks. Promo code Swoley. Promo code Swoley on Splash. Tier 1, Pete, you get first crack at it. McCaffrey, JSN, Puka, Allen, Jackson, or Hurts.
Ooh, this is fun.
This is a sick tier. This is actually insane.
Awesome. We're gonna go probably the chalk though, and we're gonna grab CMC here.
Is anyone really going to be that chalky in this tier? You have like 4 guys who I think people are.
You're
rushing
right.
To play.
I think Puka.
Allen.
I think Puka's going to be the chalk. I really do.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
So I think CMC might be one of the lesser owned players.
Also, hang on. I just need to do a little. So last week we got 408 out of 556 entrants in ours. The week before we were at 523 out of 556. So we did dip a little bit. Let's get everybody back in there. I think everybody kind of took.
You said 408. We're at 508 last week.
508. Yeah. But because everyone kind of thought this Tate 81 bullshit was kind of done, they're like, all right, these guys got it taken care of. He's now back in second. We need a full on village out.
And remember, it was a $25 entry with lots of these pros. We reduced it to $10 so everyone could at least get a crack at it. Tier 2, Davis. Gibbs, May, Dart, Mahomes, Purdy, or Jonathan Taylor.
We took McCaffrey, What do you guys think about doing Purdy and CMC?
No,
I don't mind it.
I like it. I like it a lot.
So Gibbs is going to be the Giga chalk.
Gibbs, I think Puka Gibbs will be the chalk for the first 2 tiers. So if you want to go Purdy, CMC, go for it. Prescott, Stafford, Herbert, Amon-Ra, Daniels, who won't be playing, and then I'm guessing that Shuck at the bottom.
That is one Mr.
I mean, this is Stafford or Amon-Ra.
I was about to say, if everyone's going to be choosing Gibbs in tier 2, let me go Amon-Ra or tier 3.
I like that pick.
Wait, who'd you say?
Amon-Ra.
Like it. All right, back to Pete for Chase, Lamb, Lawrence, Henry, A-Chain, Darnold.
I do like the non-main slate bias for H-Chain, but this is a Tuesday show, so we're just going to play the best plays and go with Jamar Chase.
Yeah, H-Chain is sick there. His ownership obviously is going to be kept because a lot of people do these on Sunday and then don't check them. So I like that one quite a bit. All right, Dave, back to you.
Burrow, McBride, Goff, Rodgers, Cook, and JMO. This is actually
no, not JMO. That's Javonte.
Oh, that is Javonte.
Jeez,
which is a Sunday night game.
We got to stack up Amon-Ra, right?
Yeah. Yep. Get in good on that game. Although McBride,
unless Kitchen has a galaxy brain idea.
No, I'm not gonna give him the chance.
That was Davis's pick though. I'm actually
oh my god, this tier is hilarious.
Shadur, he said. JJ McCarthy, Brissett, Stroud, Jacobs, Knicks.
This is
choosing JJ over Brissett would be next level trolling.
Yeah, Pete, come on. What do you want to do? What do you want to do on this?
You think I want to take a man who couldn't hold Brosmer's jockstrap? I mean, I think it's Stroud or Jacobs, right?
I actually think
I don't think it's Stroud. I mean, Stroud fucking sucks, dude.
Actually, let's
Arizona secondary is trash.
Let's go Jacobs. I do like that.
Jacobs is fine.
Or Knicks running for his life.
Rashee Pickens with that game on Thursday night. Pickens, I think that is the least effort I've ever seen an NFL player do in a game. It was like stunning. There was a deep ball that was just like an 80-yard like walk-in touchdown, and he was like, "Nah, rather not." Like what? How does an NFL player get to that spot in their life where they're just like, "I'm gonna play, but I'm not gonna try."
He's been watching the AJ Brown tape and said, "I want to have some of that energy."
Yeah, I think we gotta go. Nico
I love Nico here, but
I actually really like Caleb, but no one's gonna agree with me on that one. We'll do Nico, and then we have like the tier 8 of all tier 8s. Although, what percentage of the pool gets there gets to tier 8 and just goes up? Devontae Adams, dude. We got AJ Brown, who is good. Is Barkley in this tier? He's got to be scrolling. Right? There you go. Barkley's in this tier. Justin Jefferson, ETN
is a good scroll.
JMO.
I do love that on Splash we have the same scroll equity as we do on Underdog with scrolling down for some gems.
Yeah, it's cool. The fan
Harvey's a nice scroll.
Yeah.
Jennings, Jacoby. I like. You know what? I'm going ETN.
That works.
McCaffrey and Purdy. St. Brown and Goff. We got Chase in there, Josh Jacobs, Nico Collins, and Travis Etienne Jr. Bang. Done.
Bang. I got just max entered. Reserved them.
Shit.
Very nice. All right. Real quickly, tight end. Fan in at 4K.
Send it.
Kittle 5,400. And is anyone interested in Trey McBride?
I think no. I think you got it.
I think you got it. No, I think you can play McBride. It's just in a doubles context.
Why? I would say the opposite. I feel like McBride's a guy you can one off. Because if the touchdown expectation's a little less against the Texans and you're just still hoping he gets spammed 10 targets.
You would have to in a one-off, you'd have to go really cheap elsewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, this feels like an all-time punt tight end week. Like Bowers is just like who knows what's going on with that offense. Kittle is going to be the chalk. McBride, terrible spot. Like Dalton Schultz is showing up. Juwan Johnson showing up. This feels like a Loveland, a straight.
Isn't Fannin going to
I've
be
got
chalk?
one. Yes, this is it. This is it right here.
Can I interest you in this young man? From people are saying the Harvard of the state of Kansas.
Yeah, pretty sure this guy.
Can I introduce this man from my 2024 best ball bags?
Right.
So the deal with Sinnott is that it's the classic. The running back 3 becomes the running back 1 when the running back 1 gets injured and the running back 2 stays in his role. Like Bates and Sinnott almost play like different positions. I'm into I'm actually non-facetious interested in Ben Sinnott.
Yeah, same. Okay, any other tight ends that you like, Pete?
Let's see here. I mean,
people played Parkinson last week.
I think I'll be interested in a little Hunter Henry in that game.
Likely.
Yeah,
Actually,
flow chart.
No,
for sure.
The most drafted tight end this week is going to be Gesicki.
Oh yeah, actual good point.
How much
Dave.
is he?
First time in the history of this program.
Yeah, 3,300 with no T. Sure.
Yeah, and likely Isaiah Likely also. Like I could see a Gesicki Likely double tight end team. Likely running way more routes now.
It's every week at this point. I mean, we just rattled off like 4 or 5 punt tight ends who will project better than every wide receiver with the similar price tag.
Right.
It'll be double tight end week again.
Okay. All right, let's get out of here. Again, special thanks to Splash Sports, promo code Swoley, and Run the Sims, promo code Swole. And this week is going to be a fun week. I mean, you're going to be sweating your best ball teams, though the ones that did advance, but you're also just go ahead. Like it's almost like hedging, like an emotional hedge by creating some.
Dude, just create a Cauchy market for how many teams you're going to advance to the semifinals. It's fail proof, dude. Future finance.
I actually did hit because last night in my Big Elim team, I needed Ladd to do well and Hampton not to, and I put together a little hedge pick'em, and boy, did that hit because Ladd did not do well.
Shout out to the hedge pick'em.
Cooper DeJean on Ladd McConkey last night.
Little white on white crime.
Yeah.
GC didn't love that one.
They love Cooper DeJean.
I bet they do.
I
bet they do.
They do.
How many times has Cooper DeJean's basketball highlights been shared?
You know he can dunk. You've seen Saquon hoop to him? No, I mean, come on now. There is a who is the MTSU guy? The other white defensive guy that played. I don't even remember him last year.
You are definitely coming to the wrong guys for MTSU white defensive players.
Well, no, for the Eagles, Reed Blankenship. That's who it was.
Oh, the exciting whites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right. Davis, final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Just glad to be alive, man. Another great day. Shout out to you know what? It's gonna be a great year for me in playoff best ball because at least this year I won't have perfect exposures and not win. I'll look at my exposures and be like, oh well, you lost because you had bad exposures. So shout out to me for preemptively having a good excuse for not winning playoff best ball.
Okay. Peter?
I think it says a lot about our society and where we're at that in 2025, Phillip Rivers gets a second chance, but Max Brosmer doesn't. That's all I'll say.
Philip Rivers ever have a 4 interception with 2 pick sixes game?
Did Philip Rivers at 44 years old ever have to play the Seattle Seahawks on the road?
He's not going to play in this game, but he's for sure playing next week, right? Like, he cannot leave his 19 children.
Well, it's literally as you said that the Schefter tweet hit the tower. Before the Colts can determine how soon Philip Rivers can play, they have to see how he feels in practice on Wednesday and Thursday. But there is this. He has played in this offense his entire career, so it's expected to be more of a physical question than a mental one. No fucking shit. Sorry.
He's played in this offense his whole career? How does that make sense? Who is the Colts OC? It actually, you know what? He had, this guy's been around forever. I did not know that Jim Bob Cooter was the offensive coordinator.
I will just say this. If you want to get some fantasy analysis for that, I mean, this is probably great news for Tyler Warren and Pittman. This is a death sentence for Alec Pierce. There's no way Philip Rivers can throw the ball more than 20 yards down the field.
Yeah.
Tyler Warren stock back up.
I actually did not know this. I did not know Steichen was downstream of the Los Angeles Chargers. Who knew?
We learned so much on this show. I want to say to Wally Woodpecker, he said, great discussion today, W show. But before that, he said, we can tell Kitchen's wife runs the house because look at those plants in the background. Buddy, if you don't think I know what a Monstera deliciosa is with my plant background, if you don't think that we have a fig tree right here, or you don't think that I've got a bougainvillea in the garage just waiting for springtime, then you must be new to this show. So, but yes, the wife does run the household. So on behalf of Davis and Pete and Mr. Total 05, I'm Kitchen. We'll see you next time. Good luck. Good luck in your Week 15 contest. We'll see you next time here on the Swolecast presented by Splash Sports. Peace.
You David Static from the Swolecast? I was like, yep, that's me.
I just want you guys to know I'm total dust. I'm the problem.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Leave it to the guy with the crypto dunes, Abby, to not understand content.
I should have known you getting 30 likes was directly written by someone else.